Hello, my name is Joe Franco, and I want to welcome you to Team Franco Bodybuilding Journal number 4. It's a little overdue. We're past Mother's Day this May of 2009, and I'm about a week behind as far as getting this journal out. And it's basically only for good stuff. Okay. As we all know, my journals are about 3 different parts. My little talk of whatever is occurring in the world of bodybuilding, and it's usually a slight rant. That's the first part, and the second part is talking about my clients as the preparation and bodybuilding season progresses, and then it's about my own prep this year for the fall. Well, I really, there's always things I can talk about or knock or rant, and I'm not going to go into that too much today, where the focus that I've realized, working with people and seeing people react, because I was recently at a bodybuilding show, is bodybuilding is an important part of our life, but let's not make it our life, okay? It's a great outlet for stress. It's a great outlet to get ourselves going, even if we don't compete, for exercise and fitness and wellness. But to be overly consumed with it and to take it to the level where you're having, panic attacks as far as not training goes, that you have to take a step back and realize and look into what you're doing, okay? Because you don't want to go too far. That becomes, counterproductive. That becomes overtraining, and you have to listen to your body. So take a step back. If you find yourself overly consumed and getting terribly upset about missing workouts, missing a meal, it's not worth it. Some of you have known a couple years ago I went through a hard time, and I've learned a lot from that. And in retrospect, looking at my training this year since January, it's been the easiest, and that's because I've been more relaxed about it. I have not stressed out, and the results are coming. Okay, that's just the one little thing I wanted to talk about. But on to the real exciting stuff. This past May, we had a contest, May 2nd. It was the NGA Philly show. The promoter is actually a client of mine, and I had 3 competitors do the show. I had a great time. It was a great success. It was a lot of great bonding. One of my clients, Lisa, who was a figure competitor, she won her class. And this actually was a warm-up show for her because she's competing again in June. It was a nice surprise, but after seeing her in the lineup, she outmuscled everybody. Her posing was spot on, and she definitely had the muscle density, and I could see her doing great damage this year if she just leans out a tad bit more. Not saying she wasn't lean, but it was fantastic. And I think it was about 7 or 8 girls that she beat out, so that was great. There was another client of mine, Al, who did fantastic in the show. He did 3 classes, and his 2 best showings were 2 second places, and they were a coin toss. Okay, it wasn't that he was not non-deserving of the first place. It was the judge's call, and what I mean by that, there were pluses and minuses about both physiques, and sometimes it just happens. But he was very happy and satisfied with his look, and he probably had one of the more dense upper bodies in the whole show. He was one of the tops, and we're going to continue to work together for next year to win this show. And then there was the last client of mine, Dave, that competed. Fantastic guy, super lean, and he was the one that I had adding carbs back into his diet. So a lot of people were jealous at him because his metabolism really picked up nicely. Great show and great poise. One of the better posing routines in the show. Really enjoyed himself. Novice at the sport. It was his first show. He did 2 classes, and his best showing was 3rd at the novice class, and that was about out of, again, 8 or 9 people. So great symmetry. He's just going to add some size, and you're going to hear a lot. You're going to see him next year do really well. So it was a great day for Team Franco. It was really exciting. This coming June, we're going to have a few more people competing. It's an OCB show in Delaware. Lisa is going to be at it again. This is the show that she's gearing for. I have another figure competitor. Her name is Nicole. She posts on the forum at times also, and this will be her 2nd show, and she's looking fantastic. She definitely put on some nice size. Her back came up from last October, so young, new to the sport, going to have a lot of great gains. And last but not least, my wife Marianne, the cat is in bed. The cat is out of the bag. She is competing. She's doing women's bodybuilding. Her posing is fantastic. We've been practicing, been working on her routine. She's going to have a blast. I'm really proud of her, even though I don't tell her as much as I should. But she's having a lot of fun. She's working hard, and the progress is there. Every week we're seeing changes in her body. So it's neat. And it's neat to see someone else work as hard as you do that's living in your household. But I'm thankful that I'm not in the final weeks of my prep, because it would be dangerous. As far as my prep goes, smooth sailing. I'm losing about 1 pound to 2 pounds a week, and mostly from body fat, I hope. As far as my strength is still rocking. I mean, just a month ago, I hit a great PR personal record for a body weight of doing 2.5 times for my squat. In the upcoming weeks, I'm going to try to do a little bit more. So what does that tell you? Is that my body weight is coming down and my strength is staying or increasing up. Nothing fancy with the workouts. I'm still doing my 4-day split. I may switch to a 5-day to get a little more volume, but this 4-day split that I devised up has been really working well for me, and a few of you guys are using it. So it's a fantastic workout combination of more intensity, less volume. It's just a nice combination of things. Again, if you're interested in learning about this, please email me. Other news in Team Franco, I mean, we finally got the makeover for the website, and I want to thank Zach for that. He did a fine job, very cooperative. He nailed the colors down. It's just a nice, clean look. As far as the content, I was always content with the content for the website, but we just added the colors and flash to it. Not flash animation, but just a nicer look to the whole website itself, and I'm real proud of that. So thank you, Zach. Other news, there are some more exciting things coming up, but I'm not going to say just yet. In the upcoming months, Team Franco is going to be expanding into other avenues in the bodybuilding realm here. So we're excited with that. Stay tuned. Hopefully in June, we'll be saying what's going on. And stay tuned for the forums. So that's pretty much it. All right, real simplified. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening to the Team Franco Journal for this month. As far as my prep goes and my clients, please join us on the forums. They're growing nicely, and I'm proud of that. I love seeing more people get involved, because my goal is just to help people. I don't have any vendettas against anyone. I just, I'm out to help as many people as I can. And why I say the whole vendetta thing is because that's another thing. I see a lot of people there's a lot of people in this sport that still have problems with one another, and it's just not needed, okay? I'm all about just keeping it real, being honest, answering questions honestly, even though it might not be the favorite answer that you want to hear. That's what Team Franco's about, the truth, okay? We are basically just the truth about promoting the sport within a way that, it's a togetherness rather than individual of one another. All right, now I'm going off course. For any questions, please email me at fitfranco@verizon.net. Please visit teamfrancobodybuilding.com and the forum. Join the forum. Any questions, hit me up, and I'll be sure to answer it. And thank you for listening. Take care. And stay tuned for next month. Obviously, June's going to be a big time too. I am probably going to do the video cast after that contest. So that's the next contest we'll be at is the Delaware OCB show. Is June 13th. So look for that show, and I'll report back after then. Thank you.